Hey everybody, this is Dave from AskUncleDave.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about a iOS and Apple TV app that I've been using for the last couple of days that I think is absolutely great, and it's a must-have for when you need to keep track of what TV shows you've watched, which TV shows are up and coming, and just to set up a general what you watched. So it also integrates with Tracked. Tracked is a website that keeps track of all of your shows. And if you're using apps like Infuse that have Tracked built into it, every time you watch a show on Infuse, it will report it to Tracked, and then Tracked will report it to this app. Okay? So without making this too difficult, too complicated, I have them both installed. I have one installed on my iOS, the TV 8 app, and I also have it on my Apple TV here. So we'll go into it. It pretty much looks exactly the same on iOS and has the same features. The only difference is you have to set up Tracked on your iOS device, and then you have to go to the Apple TV app in settings, set up multiple profiles, click this plus button, and use the iPhone to scan the QR code so that both apps, the Apple TV and the iOS, are in sync with each other. Then you can integrate with Tracked, and then everything that Tracked reports to the app, it will be marked as watched or unwatched. Okay, so with that said, we now get into the app. All right, so you pretty much go into search, unless you have shows on Tracked and they get imported. But if you're using this without Tracked, you go into search and you start looking for shows that you want to start following. So say I wanted to start following Brooklyn 99. All right. So I go here, I click on follow show. It gives you some recommendations at the bottom, and I can go and click and view episodes. Now, normally it will show all of the episodes as unwatched. Now, unwatched is when you see that little play button right next to the number there that I'm putting in. I'm marking all of these as unwatched. Okay, so I watched all the previous episodes, and these are all unwatched. If I wanted to watch any one of these, I can go to Hulu. If I have a subscription, Fox. Now, if I have my cable subscription, including PlayStation View, and then I can go on iTunes and watch it. So once I click here, it'll go right into that episode, open up the Hulu app, and you can start watching it. But with this app, unlike the TV app that Apple gives you with Apple TV, it has more of a user interface, okay, where it kind of shows you visually what you watched and what you didn't watch. Apple TV app doesn't really break down for you what ones you didn't watch yet, okay? You would have to actually open up the Hulu app to see what you haven't watched yet. Okay, so with that said, the Apple TV app is pretty weak. And the other thing that the Apple TV app doesn't have is this feature that is so great, and it's the reason why I'm making the video today, because it's an unbelievable thing. So once you pick a show and you start following, you're going to see that you're going to have different topics. Newly available, meaning that the show was just aired like last night or the night before. And then you'll see in watch queue. So these are shows that you got to do catch up on. You have more, a lot of shows, and it didn't come out like anytime soon. It was more than 4 or 5 days ago. Okay. So you can go through and, like, say you want to watch Taboo, and you can watch. I've watched all the previous episodes already, and now I just want to watch episode 8, and it keeps track of it. It reports it to Track, so the other apps know that use Track will know what apps I use. So that's good. It's a nice way to look at it, and you could do it on the go with your iPhone or your iPad if you have it installed there, and also. The best feature is this up and coming. Okay, so you ever sit there and wonder when this show is going to come back? When is it going to start? When is the season going to start again? Or you say, is this show ever going to come back? So this is the great way to do it. In the heading up and coming, you'll see in 2 days we're going to get Homeland. In 2 days we're going to get Family Guy. 2 days Walking Dead. Now you go down a little bit further and you see that in 9 days we're going to get a new Simpsons, Colony in 6 days, and then you go down and you start seeing these shows that you've been dying to come back to TV in 114 days. In 66 days we got House of Cards. Then still to be announced. That means that nobody knows really when they're going to come back, but you're following them, and it's going to update it and move it to the top there. Um, Stranger Things, the new episode will come out, and we'll be able to watch it. I've watched all of these already, so I think this is a great app. I just wanted to make a quick video about it. See, like the Americans in 4 days is going to be episode 4, and I've already watched the first 2, and now I could do that. So even if I watched it on Infuse, it will report it to Track. The Track will sync it up to the WatchAid app, and I'll keep track of all of my shows. So I would like to hear what you think about this app in the comments. Tell me how to use, how you use it, and maybe ask some questions. That's why I'm here. I'm Ask Uncle Dave. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.